show today because I wanted to come on and launch Victoria's article because she wasn't massive playback.
Yeah, so that's better. Great, but anyway.
Yeah, because couldn't make the online launch on Sunday, so we've decided to do it today on her page. So in the blurb, not her page, on my page, her show. So in the blurb, there is a link to her article if you guys want to have a look at it. And we're going to do something fun too for you to have a chance of winning a prize, which is a 30-minute psychic reading with Victoria, as well as a couple of her books. So what you need to do in order to win that is just click on the link and have a look at the publication and write in the comments what page Victoria's article is on and the name of the article. So just pop that in the comments and we will pick a winner from that. Do you want to pick it? We'll pick a winner at the end of this live, so we won't keep it going. How's that, Victoria?
Yeah.
We'll do that. We'll pick it at the end. So go in now and have a look, and we'd really appreciate it. So click on the link and have a look.
Oh dear. Sorry about the feedback. This is a bit tricky. We're in Be Live and I can't actually see Sarah if I just do it on my phone. So I'm doing it through my phone but actually seeing Sarah on the computer. So it's really, so you see me doing that, that's why.
You don't have to see me. You know I'm here, but I know it's a bit off-putting, isn't it, just like talking to somebody that you can't see?
Well, that's true. That's true. I mean,
but you do that every day on your
show.
You talk to everyone.
So welcome everyone to the Spiritual Wisdom Hour and welcome to Sarah. And I guess we were a little bit late because we went live on the wrong page, but that's okay. And so I just was thanking Sarah for all the work she's done with the publication, and she was telling me the meaning of Rebirth Vade Mecum, which means, what does it mean again? That it's, you better explain it.
Hey, Victoria, you're looking at the right, that's the right camera. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, because I'm looking over there and we can't see you. Okay, so Rebirth Vade Mecum. So some of you might know that we had a publication in Spiritual Events Directory. It was the print publication that ran for about 3 years, I think, and we were doing it every 6 months. But it just purely was just ads within it, and it was called Spiritual Events Directory. So when I wanted to bring it back, I thought I want to help rebrand it, make it completely different to the old version. So my daughter's father and I were searching because I asked him if he could help me because he's really good with that sort of stuff. So we were having a look through, and I really liked the name Rebirth because it felt like it was just, I literally, the reason I stopped it is I was going through something personal. So over those 2 years, and I've come out the other end, it's totally, I feel like I've rebirthed, you know what I mean? So that just felt really, really good for me. And Vade Mecum, I didn't want it to be, I wanted to have articles so it is more magazine style, but I didn't really want it to be called a magazine. I just wanted to be a bit different. So when we went for a search on names, we found the name Vade Mecum. And I'm like, I'd never heard of that before. And Greg's reading out what it means and everything. And I'm like, that is absolutely perfect for Rebirth. So what it means is it means a book that is kept constantly at hand for consultation. So that's exactly how I saw Spiritual Events Directory, the old one, I just saw it as being, the go-to. People would have it in their drawer, they'd pull it out, I mean, I know we can do that online, but it's nice to have something that you can touch and feel and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, that's how the name come about. Yeah.
And I can't wait to get a hard copy.
I know. And it's going to about 3 places in Tasmania too, so you'll be happy about that. It's going 3 shops.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's all around, going all around Australia. So it's exciting. Yeah. So, and then obviously I've got the online version as well. So if you want to read it now, go and have a look at that link. So for those of you who may have missed what we said at the start, Victoria is giving away a 30-minute reading as well as a couple of books. So in order to have a chance to read that, please click on the link that's in the blurb of this video and go and have a look and tell us what page Victoria's article is on and the name of the article. Oh, there you go, Tracy. And don't copy Tracy. Go and look yourself. Yo.
You need the page number 2, though, Tracy.
Yes, exactly. Page number, please, Tracy. But thank you so much, Victoria, for all your support as well with Rebirth and obviously advertising in it and writing an article and for doing shows every week as well. It's without, I guess the show host really supported me in getting this done because you guys all advertised in it, and it obviously could be birth because of all your support. So I really, really do appreciate that, and you're trusting me to get it out when it's a bit, when it's the first one and no one's really seen it. It's a bit like, oh, I don't know. So so we'll only grow bigger as time goes on. So
absolutely, pleasure, and it's been a wonderful experience, and I've met so many great people and have got some business out of it as well, but it's just been wonderful to be able to talk about what I do and what I know. So, that's been great.
Exactly.
And I've got a few followers now. What's that?
It's the sharing and the education. It's not so much, obviously, it's a platform to advertise. So we do want you making money, but it's like, I think honestly, it's very hard to make money anywhere just advertising these days anyway. So, you could put an ad in your local newspaper, it will cost you an absolute fortune and you probably won't get anything out of it, but this way it's like you'll build, I guess you've got to look at it too. And if anybody else wants to advertise or have a show as well, speak to me, but don't look at it as I want to make money. So I want to do this show so I can get clients and make money, because it's not going to work for you anyway, because that's your mindset. And it's all about building a rapport and a relationship with people. So Victoria and the other show hosts, they do their shows every week. So people tune in and they start liking Victoria and stuff. And eventually they will want to do whatever Victoria is doing, whether that's have a reading, whether that's do an online program, whether that's do a face-to-face or whatever it is, So,
that's right.
Yeah.
And it's been wonderful. And I have had people contact me just recently for a reading and that kind of thing. And Tracy Horton, that I know her lovely daughter, she said she caught her live and she thinks I'm amazing. So it's really wonderful, and it's not all about the money, it's about helping people and knowing that what I'm saying is resonating, and perhaps, helping people to refocus and change their perception about things. And I think that's really important. It's not just about me and making money. It's about helping the world through helping people to work through the denseness of what they might be going through, and then finding a new way of looking at it, and perhaps then maybe have a session that might be helpful, but otherwise just...
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you've got to live. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you've got to. This is your job. You don't teach anymore. So this is your job. So in order for you to live, you do need to make an income.
Well, that's right.
But it's a great way of doing it, isn't it? At least you don't have to go to school every day and teach kids and stuff.
I know. And I don't actually miss that at all. I'm a bit mindful. I'm in the dark. I'm going to leave. I actually don't miss teaching at all, even though I did it for 30 years, and that was my job for a long time. I'll go over here and don't know where to put. Oh, here we go. And it just was the right time, to focus on helping people more, being more flexible with my hours, and I'm still working on my fourth book. It's a work in progress, that's for sure. But I've been doing podcasts. I've actually been talking more about what I do, the spiritual wisdom hour, just what I know and just basic stuff to help people. So I've just got a new podcast out there that I did with Rebirth Productions.
Yeah.
Is it hard to hear me because I'm getting rebound? Is that hard for people to
A little
hear me
bit,
or not?
yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you. I can hear you. What's everyone else? Are you all right? Like, is Victoria okay? I mean, I can hear you okay, but I don't know what it's like on their end listening to it. But yeah,
The
you're
only
doing
thing I can do is
yeah.
take it off the computer and just do it through the phone, and then I won't be able to
So
see
so don't click anything on your phone, okay? Because that's how we can see you. Just close down whatever's on your computer, because you don't need to see me. And if anyone's got questions, I can read them out to you. Oh, she's gone. I knew she would do that. Oh, God. All right, well, I'll just sit here and look at you guys until she comes back, because I don't know what to talk to you about. All right, Victoria. Sorry, not Victoria. Gloria. You can't find the link. So the link is in the blurb of the video. So just up the top of the video, that the link will be there. It just says Victoria's article and then a link through. But you found the page, so maybe you found it already. Yeah. She has a bit of feedback. Yeah. So hopefully with her going out and coming back, it will make it a little bit better. So, well, anyway, guys, while I've got you, do you guys watch all the shows on spiritual events, or is there certain ones that you like, and like any feedback you would like to give me too for that? I'd really appreciate it, just so we can make it better for you guys as well. I think she's coming back now, just while we're waiting for Victoria. You can see she's connected in, but her video is not there. Hang on, I'll see if she comes up. Yeah, she's coming back. Oh, she's black. No. Hello? Can we hear you? No. We're just going to pick. It's not like the first person that answers the question. It's we'll just randomly pick somebody at the end. Here she is. Yes, Janita and Victoria are very good, Janelle. But yeah, I think they're all good, but I'm biased.
Hello. So what did they say?
That's better.
Hello.
I'm like, what do I talk to you guys about? Victoria's gone.
Sorry.
So I was just asking them, do they enjoy the shows? Do they watch every show? Is there particular people that they enjoy watching? And Janelle said, I love Janita and Victoria. So there you go.
Oh, great. That's fantastic. Thank you.
I know Leanne watches all the shows. She's been from the beginning with Angelina. I know she's been a follower of Angelina from the beginning, and I've had on the show for, oh, God, I think we're like nearly, how long have you been on for now, Victoria? You've been on for a while.
A year, about a year now. Yes, it's been maybe not quite a year, but
she must be nearly
it's been really great.
Yeah.
Pardon?
She must be nearly 2 years then, because I know that I had her on for a long time before I had any like regular every week, before I sort of introduced her. She was like my guinea pig, I suppose. You know, I had her going, and everyone was liking it, and I thought, I'll bring other shows on and other people to host their shows and things like that, you know. And it's always been a big reason, like the online, just having an online platform where people can go and listen to, you know, anything that they want has always been a big vision. Have meditations and singing bowls, and I want to find somebody that does that, like a show on. I don't know if you could have singing bowls every week though as a show. Could you? I suppose you could connect in. You could as a replay.
I mean, Tony, you could have a healing show where you have different kinds of healing and different people with different healing modalities every week. That would be really good. And because I use chimes that my friend Gary's made, but I don't use them all the time. So, but I think it's just going to grow. And I do get a lot of wonderful feedback from people who just say they learn. Even a fellow reader the other day, or it might have been something I put in my newsletter, but I have those different channels, the newsletter and through you, and I pop up some meditations on my own page, and people say they find them really helpful, and they can watch them over and over. And so I think we are doing a service, and as you were saying, we do need to make money, and so we could talk about the fair exchange and needing an equal and fair exchange, which is always where the practitioner is happy with what they're charging, and then the client is happy with paying that money, and then if they're not, then you get an imbalance. But you do have to charge, because otherwise, and I've had people even write up on here when I said, look, I'm sorry, I can't do readings because I get a bit drained, and someone said, oh, should Spirit have to pay? Spirit is free. Okay, well, yeah, Spirit is free, but our energy is not. I've still had to drive the car here. I've still had to pay the rent. We've got to. So we shouldn't be expected to give of our time freely if a person's just expecting that a reading should be free.
And
if you choose to, I will do a reading for someone, and then if they ask me a question or they need support, I'm happy to do that. It's all part of the service, and then they're more likely to come back anyway. But I don't do it for that reason. I'm just because I think I'm a kind person. But there does have to be some kind of
exactly. And I think that they honour. I know for myself, if I'm just obviously I don't pay for readings and healings and things like that, because I'm lucky that I've got so many people around me that help and support me in that way. But I think that but then I probably don't get as much as I should either, because of the fact that I'm not paying for it either, because I think you really value things when you're paying for them as well.
I agree. I agree.
Because it's all about the intention. So if you think, I really want this healing, or especially with healings, I think, because, you don't get anything as such, with a reading, you're actually speaking to them and telling them things, so they're getting something out of it. With a healing, it's not necessarily like that, because, you're just doing your thing and the person's just in the lane there, or however it works. And do you know what I mean? So it's like sometimes you go, oh, is this really working? And things like talking about readings. My mum was the one that recommended Victoria. Remember? She said,
yes.
I did an interview with Victoria, and mum ended up having a healing with Victoria through that. She paid for it. It wasn't a win thing. And she was the one that said to me, oh, my God, you should get Victoria on and to do a show and have a healing.
Wow.
You should remember
you
had that pain in her shoulder?
I do remember that. I do remember.
It was.
And then when I first started this, I was one of your guinea pigs too, and so the terms of the contract were a healing for you every couple of weeks or something. Right. And I thought that was a fair exchange. And then after a while, you got busy and I got busy, and so now I pay. But I love it, and I think it's a fair exchange.
Yeah.
What was that?
And then it was with the publication, so it's like I can't do that energy exchanges easily, because I have to pay for prints and I have to pay for distribution, all the things that I have to pay for. But but it's like I've done that with quite a few of you guys, and then you eventually become a paying, happy to pay and continue on, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
We're so grateful for that as well. So,
absolutely, and I think it's a fair exchange and a fair price, and it becomes a working relationship, but also a friendship. And I actually value it, and I hope to come up and meet you one day, because we've actually never really met face to face, but we really
and the
get along well. And so
I've got so many ideas for you guys. For the ones that stick with me, that have the trust in me, I've got lots of really cool ideas. Actually, can I share them? Can we share them here?
Yeah, sure.
You guys
That'd be great.
Let me know if it's something that you would be interested in. Okay, so my first idea is a calendar. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, so that'll be for 21. Okay. So we do a calendar that people can purchase, and it won't be hugely expensive either to purchase the calendar. So it's a calendar that you can hang up And then within that calendar, you will have like beautiful spiritual pictures as well as wisdom within that calendar that you can look at every day.
I really like that idea.
Yeah. So I need 12 people for that. 12 amazing people.
I'll be in that.
Yep. And then the same with the spiritual diary. So different to a gratitude diary, different to a normal. I want to create a spiritual diary, a spiritual planner. I'm not sure if that will be next year or not next year, the year, or because I think there'll be a lot of work with that, but definitely a calendar. So that's my vision as well. So
fantastic. Yeah. Well, my vision, I think, is to do more speaking because I'm loving doing the podcast. I've just got a new podcast out with Path 11 Productions, and I had to do it at 5 o'clock in the morning, which was a bit tricky because it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon at their Eastern Standard Time. But it's just come out and it's up on my page. And can I pop it up on the Spiritual Events Directory page, or is that okay for me to do that? So people can have a listen. And because I did one a little while ago and talked about myself, but this one was more about my first book, Raising the Energies of Mother Earth, before and after ascension. No, towards and after ascension, 2012. And so I had a beautiful friend of mine ring up last night and tell me she was so proud of me and that she'd learned some things that she hadn't heard me talk about before. And I'm excited because it's in America, so different people will hear me. And it seems to help people when I just talk about stuff, and I'm just a normal person. I have 3 children and do my own housework, and it's not like I wander around in mystic garb, and it's just like, and I think because I'm a real person and it's just gifts have come in for me, and so I kind of feel, wow, what's the point of having gifts if you don't share them? And if they help people, which they seem to, it's really a wonderful thing to do. And so I love seeing people, or, people can talk to me in my room here in Wynyard. I'll show you. I've just got a really lovely room here that I really love, that I sit in, and nice space for people to come to for healings and readings. I had a lady having Reiki this morning over there. But I do it online, if you're not in Tasmania, then you can talk to me online, and I'm always willing to have a chat and, that kind of thing. Pardon?
That's how we did ours. We did our healing. Yeah. Victoria just rang me up and I just laid down on the recliner chair and went to sleep. Just chilled out while she did it. And it was really
That's awesome.
That really supported me with what I was going through at that time, to speak my truth and to all the stuff. So, thank you so much for all of that.
Absolutely. I'm always there. I'm always going to say to people, just don't hesitate to call me. If you need an emergency healing, just ring me, and I charge a fair price, not too much, and they could just pay into my account. Sometimes I just go, no, don't worry about it. But I've got to get better at that, I guess. But a client sent me flowers the other day. Yeah, she sent me flowers the other day because I'd supported her through this rough time, and she'd paid me and everything, but it was lovely. And so I like people to know that, once you've had a healing or a reading with me, that I'm not just gone. I don't really contact people because I don't want to pressure them. My theory has always been, or my motto has always been, people need to come and see me. Or come and see me because they want to or need to, not because I've hassled them or because I've had some gimmick, or I'm authentic. I am, and so I've got my son saying you've got to get people into a package, and you've got to kind of lock people into this. I just really have trouble with that because I just kind of feel, well, they might not need that, and I guess I can work better at having an offer, because sometimes if you're having a healing and you're really lifting some really deep soul stuff that goes back lifetimes, then you will need more than one session. So I just need to work better on a package or an offer where people just know that they're going to have those. And but I just never want people to feel that I'm forcing them into it. I just want them to.
Well, I'll do a video testimonial when you create this package, because that's what I had. I had a package and weekly from you, and it was great. Angie, you can't see the comments, can you? Angie Alexander said,
I can on my computer. Yep, go on.
Okay, you are now internationally renowned. Well done. Yeah, so you can now put that on your bio.
I can.
You know what I
internationally renowned author and speaker.
Yeah. Do you know what I found out the other day? I interviewed somebody and she said, I've been nominated as Telstra Businesswoman. And I'm like, I was nominated for that as well. And I'm like, what? You can just put that when you've just been nominated. She's like, well, you were nominated. So I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Have they had the awards yet?
Yes. Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can still put that you've been nominated.
I got nominated, but that's about as far as it went. And I filled out the details. Yeah.
So today, I did think in the time, congratulations, by the way, that's amazing. So I did think in the time, rather than us kind of waffling on for another half an hour, and I don't mean that unkindly, sorry, that perhaps if people do want a little bit of a reading, I'm happy to do that today. I find it difficult when I'm on my own to try and read comments and answer questions and stuff, but when you're on and you're reading them and kind of just picking them out, then I find that a lot easier. So I'm happy to answer, do a bit of a pop-up psychic thing today, and just so if people do want to pop up a question, but if it's going to be too personal or too tricky, then that might be. But just general, questions, will I move or something like that, then I'm happy to do that today.
Why don't you do while we're waiting for specific questions? Because I'm not big on the specific questions. I know people love it, but like I sit there and it's like I can't sit there and watch. But I love the forecast. Like I love how Anne does the forecast and other people, and I always go because I don't watch them every week, But if I do tune in, for whatever reason, it's because I need to hear that. Like that was like the boys, B-Quest, that are on Monday night. I don't generally, I was just scrolling through my news feed and they come up in there, and they just said a specific thing was the thing that I needed to hear, right? And
really?
I needed to hear. Yeah. It was about pain in your bones and what that means. It was like that resentment, and then he went on to say like pain in your hip has something to do with the female, and could be. And I've literally got pain in my hip. I'm getting an injection tomorrow. That's how much pain I have in my hip at the moment. And I'm like, so I totally needed to hear that. So now I have to work on my resentment that I have within me.
Yes.
And that. But yeah, so it was really cool. So if you did something like that, that would be awesome.
All right. Tracy Hawke said that I healed her, but she thinks she needs another visit real soon. Awesome, Tracy. I'll contact you. You never force me. No, and so now people are starting to ask for guidance. But I love these cards. They're healing energy cards by Leanne Peters, and she's actually down in below Hobart. She's a Tasmanian. She's an artist, and she's also a psychic. And I think these are the old ones. Like I got these a little bit cheaper because she had a new deck coming out, but I love these ones. And so I'll just ask for a card for the collective, and then I can just talk about that and maybe just bring in a channeling from Archangel Michael just to add to it as well. And then I can tune into self-confrontation. Actually, that's something. Have courage to look in the mirror. Come out of hiding. Love of self. Self-reflect. Be proud of who you are. Be real about how you feel and what you see so you can fully heal. And so I've had to do a lot of work on my stuff, and I wouldn't be able to sit here helping people if I was still stuck in all of the insecurities that I did have as a childhood and as a child in my childhood. But was asked for a quick reading last night, and in exchange, the client actually did a reading for me, and she kept seeing yellow in my solar plexus, and that's the solar plexus that how you feel about yourself in terms of relationships, and it's generally where you hold your childhood insecurities. And self-love is still, even me talking about needing to charge a fair price and everything, it's still something that I've got work to do on. And so we never really, to me, it's always a work in progress. And so for everybody, don't be afraid of bringing up these things that and putting it all on the table, and just really being truthful with yourself about why it is that you might be having a feud with someone, or because it always comes back to self. The way we react or interact to someone has everything to do with what's going on with us and nothing to do with them. They're the trigger, but we're the ones that we need to look at. Why is it that person is annoying the crap out of me? Why is it that I just am drawn to that person? What is it in me that's making me behave this way? We have to be responsible for our own behaviour, and so generally a lot of the work that I do with on myself is at 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm wide awake, and that's and the client really she's almost a friend. Like, she asks me for something every week. Said to me, "Did you work on me through the night? Because I felt really different." And I said, "Chances are I did, because I'm just kind of like always working." But self-confrontation is the best way to be aware. Once we're aware of what's holding us back, or the blockage, or anything that's making our lives a little bit less fruitful, once we're aware of that, we have the power then to be able to do something about it. And no one can change our reality but ourselves. So I think that's for everybody, just be aware of, just start to tune into the way that you are talking to people, and be aware if you treat some people differently and how they trigger you, and then don't blame them. Look within yourself to see what it is that you're holding that is causing you to do that. And once we can change our perspective and change the way we view ourselves, then that actually changes the way we react and interact. Yeah, so that's what I could say there. And there's so many people now coming with, they're just realising that they do have trauma, or they've got inbuilt indoctrination, or, they were never loved or told they were good enough, and that then just brings up things that can be triggered by certain people and situations. So, yeah. So if you want to just see some of the requests, there's actually not that many. Vicky Speller is the one that I can see. So I might just
for me, please. She just asked if there's any guidance for her. Yeah.
So I've got a headache now, so I'm just wondering who has got a headache, because I didn't have one before, unless I haven't drunk enough. But do you have a headache, Sarah? Am I not picking up on your headache? If anyone's got a headache, let me know. Okay, tuning in on Vicky. I don't know. With Vicky, I see like your body in shadow, but your chakra line really clear. So I think you're doing a lot of clearing at the moment, emotionally, but your physical body's pretty clogged up with stuff. So keep working, Vicky, because the emotional body really holds. The physical body is the only body that can tell us something's wrong in our emotions, our mental body, or in our spiritual body, if we're disconnected, if we're holding trauma, stress or anything. So it comes out as physical pain or illness, or just really tired. So I think to me it's more emotional stuff, and you look fairly fatigued, Vicky, but this you need charging. So I think it's you need to actually take a break and maybe stop giving out so much and start to get that exchange of energy. And exchange of energy is not just money, you know, it's actually getting people to pull their weight or to actually say thank you when you give them something, or to actually appreciate you, or just to say sit down and I'll do the dishes for you, or something like that, you know, to actually receive as much as you give. And so Vicky, I think that you actually need a bit of replenishment and to actually take time out for yourself and a recharge. Incoming light codes from beyond help getting to the next step, teacher. So, you know, you might need a clearing, a bit of a Reiki or some kind of chakra balance or clearing, because the light's going through, but it's just like it's all going through, but it's not really recharging you. So look at taking some time out, Vicky. That's what I would say. I hope that helps. And Tracy, Blue Loft, things are not going well for me at the moment. Will things improve? She's pretty upset with what's going on. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Victoria, I'm just going to disappear for a second. What I'm going to do, I'll be back. I'm still going to be here, but I'm just going to go off camera because I'm going to see if I can get the names of the people so we can draw the winner of the reading.
Yeah.
And I can do it
That's
so people can see. So, again, I'll just quickly tell, because if other people have come on, if you want a chance of winning a 30-minute reading with Victoria, and how many books are you doing as well, Victoria?
One of each. So I've got 3 books to give away. Yeah.
Okay, so are you going to do it? Okay, so there'll be 4 people are going to win?
Yes.
Is that how it's going to work?
Yeah, 4 people. I'll go grab my book. So don't go off camera till I come back. Okay.
No worries. So what you need to do, okay, so if you want to a chance to win a reading, just say reading or book, or say reading and book if you want to win both. And then what I'll do is I will just put a number underneath your comment, and then I will draw it today at the end of this live. So I'm just going to disappear and do that way, Victoria.
Yeah. There's my books. Yeah. Okay.
All
right. No worries.
All right. I'm still going to be here, so I'll still be here if you need me. I can't see anything.
Okay. So Tracy, lost your mother-in-law recently. Okay. Oh, Helen says she has a headache. Okay. So because I've got the headache, that's letting me know that I can heal it. So Tracy, I'm coming back to you, but I'm just going to send some healing to Helen and see if I can get rid of the headache. Because it might just be my headache, but quite often I pick things up if I know that I can heal it, or that I will have permission to heal it. So coming in on Helen. Oh gosh, you do have a lot of stress on you. So I'm just asking Creator to do, and I work with divine energy non-religiously, but it's the highest energy. So I'm just asking Creator to just do a clearing of all the stress and all the any attachments that you might have on you, and just cutting ties to people who are stressing you out and situations that are stressing you out. And I'm feeling that ease already. Make sure you take time to ground, Helen. And that goes for anyone who's stressed out, Tracy as well, who's upset. Just take time to breathe and get out of your heads. And I'm just watching that happen because I witnessed the healing. So hopefully that helps a bit. Reading and book, please. No problem. We'll see how we go. But if you don't win a reading or a book, I'm happy to. It's 10% off Wednesday. So if you would like to book a reading then or a healing, then I'm having 10% off the price. So the half hour is $60 and full hour is $110, so 10% off that. So drop me a line. Helen says she can feel that, and yeah, it's eased for me as well, so that's pretty awesome. Hello, Sarah's back.
Hello.
Okay,
I can't
Tracy.
do it while you're live. I can't go. I
you
can't see
can't
the
tell what
comments.
I'm live. Oh.
No, you can only see. Yeah, you can only see a few of the comments, so I can't go back until you finish. So that's all right.
All right.
I'll just have to do it
well,
after
we
the
might
live.
have to do a quick live later. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Tracy, just spoke my energy from Helen. Headache's still there a little bit, but hopefully that'll clear. There's a lot of light behind you, Tracy. A lot of angelic help with you at the moment. And your mother-in-law, I see her, but she must have been sick or something, was she? Because she's kind of in spirit, but she's pretty weak. Her energy's pretty weak. Handle your worries up to the angels, that's what I would say, because you're making yourself ill. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah. This one's for Tracy Luloff. Self-love, self-love, spend time in reflection, silence or solitude to help you to love and accept who you are, but also the situation, I guess. Allow yourself to receive, look within, pure love. And that's what I see behind you, Tracy, is angelic light and love and your mother-in-law. Thanks, Trina. Don't worry about anything. Just concentrate on yourself, she says. There's for Tracy, there's self-love, self-searching, and spirit message. So you're going to be receiving messages from your mother-in-law and silicosis, yeah. That's why her energy, okay, she had dementia and silicosis. No wonder. I can't really get a grip on her energy that much. But she's healing and she's going to be all right. And I'm just going to make sure that Jesus is with her to help her to pass over properly and to receive the healing that she needs. But chant to open the gates of manifestation, universal wisdom, intuition awakening. Listen to the guidance within. She knows you were there. She knows that you love her. Like whatever else has been going on, don't let that block you. Just know that you just do some self-searching so that you know that you've done the best that you can. And send her love and send yourself love as well. Okay? I hope that helps. Nobody wants you and I feel hopeless. All right. So, okay, a healing would be really great for you. But, okay, why don't they want you? What are you putting out? And this is like, you've just got to, are people going, oh my goodness, I can't talk to you at the moment. I don't know what to do for you. So some real, I'm sending spiritual help to you as well, and the angels are right there. Give them permission to help you. Say, I give permission, and they'll come in, because we all have free will, and as soon as we say, I need help, then they will help. But if we don't give permission, they can't help us. So give permission, and they'll come in because they're right there, ready for you. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, Leanne Lulu, I've had neck and back pain for days. All right, let me. Oh, you had to put your dog to sleep. I'm so sorry, Helen. Dogs always say thank you for doing that because, it was time. So just know that you did the right thing. All right, Leanne. There's a fair bit of anger in your neck, going right from the top of your head down through your neck. So the neck and shoulders, guys, is normally about control, staying in control, or feeling out of control. So the body says, okay, and seizes up and tries to help. So not helpful. So, but there's a lot of red there, which is physical pain, but it feels angry to me. So, that's just best to let that go and just to allow it to go. If I bring up the violet flame for you now, Leanne, and also going to bring it up for Tracy, and just imagine this beautiful ethereal flame coming around you and just dump all the negative stuff that you've been feeling and thinking into it and just watch it spark off. Just allow it to go. So holding that energy for you while you release anger, hopelessness, grief. And actually for Helen, I can do that for you as well. Just the grief for the dog, losing your beautiful pet, and just allow it to be released, because if we're holding it in our bodies, we're making ourselves ill. Okay, so Helen's is going down. Leanne, yours is resisting, so might need a healing on that, but if you can just put some forgiveness in that, that would be good, in your neck and your shoulders. But also asking for psychic hooks and psychic attachments and anything else that's negative in there that you're holding on to. There we go. See, we agree in there now. And Tracy, just sit, Tracy, cool off today and just imagine a beautiful white angelic blanket around you and just sit in that love for a while, and that should help. Okay. All right, so we've got 5 minutes. Oh, Helen said she can feel it again. That's awesome. Hello, Trina. Hunter. TJ Hunter. Glad you got the book. If you like, I can pull a card for you. New vibration, grounding, connection. You are moving into a new vibration. It's time to nourish the new as it grows within you. You are the one who must follow through. Take action and do the nurturing. So it's like coming from the Creator right down to Mother Earth, but really empowering the solar power center, which is from our heart space to our solar plexus. So take the time to allow any new energy that's coming in and any changes coming in, and allow, release the past or release anything that's, holding you back so that you can come in. But that's a really good card for you, Tracy. And Trina, let me do one for you. Welcome. Yeah, that's lovely, Angie. I'll do one for you too in a sec. What was I doing? Trina, my grief is horrible. My grief comes from getting rid of my ex-abuser. How do I miss that? Well, I think you need to give yourself a break. I've pulled this one up, which is charging. So some crystals would be really good. Crystals actually are really good at removing negative energy, and you can actually put all the grief into them and then just wash them out, or someone said don't put them in water, but do cleanse them. I think that you need to be proud of yourself. Can you turn your grief around and actually just look at all the blessings that are coming from being able to get rid of that, get that person out of your life? So really just when you start to think about all the blessings and write down all the affirmations and all the things that you can be grateful for, immediately your vibrations will start to lift. So allow yourself to grieve, but allow yourself to feel proud and grateful that you've been guided into a new reality. Okay, Trina, and let me also pull another one for you. Oh, you're welcome, Tracy, no problem. Spiritual surgery. Just ask the angels to help you heal and to guide you in that healing. And this is for Trina. Okay, so crystals for healing. So I just said I think you need some crystals. So definitely let the crystals choose you and use them for the next few days and ask for help. Okay. And if I can help you, please contact me, Trina, and we can make a time. Okay. Now I was going to Angie. So I imagine light going into the cards, blow the energy out. And then I concentrate on the person, make sure I'm focused right on them, otherwise it's not going to be so reliable. Well, Angie, I pulled this card. So this was the one I pulled for the collective. Self-confrontation, have courage to look in the mirror, come out of hiding, love of self, self-reflect. So you've just opened up your new room in Pelverata and you've been on the radio, you've got a new radio spot. Be proud of who you are, be real about how you feel and what you can see so you can fully heal. It's going to be a wonderful journey for you, I think, Angie, and on all levels. And the next one is just repel negative and attached energies and just get out of any illusion that might be lingering so that you can move fully into your truth and keep meditating. So that's for my beautiful friend Angie. And Araceli, card for you. You're welcome, Trina. Oh, okay. So I never discount anything. If cards jump out like that, that's like, thank you, for these are the cards I'm meant to be using. Are you talking about yourself, Helen? Hope this makes sense. You are outside your comfort zone. So you're outside your comfort zone. Yeah. Okay. Radio. So concentrating on Araceli. Cycles of change. So Araceli, you must be in transition where things are changing. But changes always bring lots of blessings because then out with the old and the new can come in. So be open to messages and change. And to me, the blue and the purple are beautiful because the blue is like Archangel Michael's shield of protection, and the purple is releasing any negativity or anything that's lingering that needs to be released so the new can come in. So go with the flow and welcome the element of wind to help you through this time, mind, mental, throat healing. So stepping into a new cycle of being empowered and being able to speak your truth and step into the true you. So to me, that's a really beautiful card to embrace the changes coming. Angie says, spot on, lack confidence, working on it. Thank you. You are welcome. Oh, it's for Trina. Yes, no worries, Helen. That's lovely. Thank you. Leanne says she felt an instant relief from her neck, and yes, I have been angry. Fantastic. I mean, that's great that we've released that. Sarah's back. Hello. Do you have winners?
No, I don't. I'll have to do it afterwards. I'll have to do it.
Okay, no worries. Well, we're an hour up and I'm hungry. I haven't had lunch, so I might go and do that. But it's been a great session. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, thank you for coming on. I enjoy it when you're on. It's great having a bit of a chat.
Yep.
No.
I feel so alone. Yeah. No worries. All right, so and yeah, thanks for everybody that supported Rebirth as well and had a look at Victoria's publication. Let me know what you think of it as well in the comments, and I'll come back and have a read through later as well. I'd really appreciate that.
Yeah, I love feedback because you don't often get it, you know. Recently I've been getting more feedback and people letting me know what's going on, and that's good because quite often people have their reading or healing and then you don't hear how it's gone. So it's good to always hear.
Exactly. And even if it's a little bit negative, you know,
that's how we grow as well. Work on it.
Someone might not like it.
That's right. Yeah, that's true. All right then. Thanks, Sarah. Yeah.
Publication's awesome. Thanks, Hunter. Thank you. All right. Thanks, Victoria. See you guys.
Bye. Okay. Bye.
Bye.